GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
Tonight's episode, The Ripoff.
All right, welcome everybody. So we are doing a special edition of the, I don't know what this is. It's just a special edition, period. So nobody's live today, and it's also the last day of the year. If you haven't paid attention, depending on what calendar you're using, if you're using the modern Gregorian calendar, this is the last day of the year. So I guess that's an opportunity for people to slack off and not do their live shows. So to help alleviate some of that upheaval, and to offer an opportunity, mostly to our Patreons, but also to anybody else who's supported what we do out here, either through our Gear website store or through subscribing to our Patreon or our YouTube channel. It's an opportunity for us to say, very close to the end of the year, thank you again for being part of what we create. So we're gun websites. We call it that because back in the day, long time ago, 2004, I'd already built a couple of websites, and I was sitting there. Here's the real quick story. I was sitting there watching TV, I think, at my friend's house, and I was working at AOL at the time and telling him how cool the internet was. This was 1997-ish, 1998 maybe, and I was telling him how cool the internet was, and he goes, "If it's so good, then why don't you go do something on there?" So I decided, you know what, I should be. Instead of championing it, I'm going to start working around, doing stuff on there. And I started playing with it and dealing with it and dinking around, and never stopped. So we started out building websites. And at some point, we were building websites in the early 2000s and noticed that there were some websites available that were cool, like Ask Gun Questions, like gun calendars, bunch of things. So we ended up buying quite a few websites and putting them together as hobbies / curiosities. And then as the internet started to take shape and become a thing, we really appreciated what we had there and what we were able to offer and provide. And then as the internet kept going, we started doing other things and doing things and whatever. So we've had presence on lots of the communities that are out there. I've enjoyed building and seeing how things are built and how people use the tools and technologies that we've got. So along the way, building community and being part of the firearms community, the gun community, became a big focus. And we started to create things and do more than just the websites, of course. But somewhere along the line, I guess around 2012, we started the Gear website store, place where we could sell some patches that we made for our state of Arizona flags here, because most of the flags at the time were made with 2 colors, and our Arizona flag has 4 colors. So it just was sort of annoying to have to look at a 2-color version of our flag. So I just decided to make some subdued flags in desert colors in 4 distinct colors, and just a simple curiosity, a simple interest to have some of those flags exist. And it's easier to buy 100 of them than it is to buy 4, or it's almost the same price to buy 100 as it is 4. So we bought them and started to sell them here and there at gun shows and at the gun shops and stuff. And then that slowly took off and became an established store at some point, again, as we were interested in being part of and creating and fostering communities out there, the gun channels community being the big one, but others before that, and some other things that we were affiliated with or worked with since. Use the Gear website store to, promote or offer resource for those for some money, other projects. And then we eventually started getting on the road and sharing the culture through the different channels that we had, but getting out there and experienced and stuff and sharing the events and the people and the places, the museums and the gun shows and all that kind of stuff. So along the way, we had the Patreon thing came along, a way for people to subscribe to projects, and we we've got an account over there, and we've accumulated quite a few people that subscribe to our projects. So one of the things we're doing today is saying thanks to those folks by giving them a pretty good discount on the stuff that they're grabbing today. And then in addition to that discount, we're saying thanks to the people who have purchased at the store by giving them all kinds of extra free stuff. I guess I probably should have been grabbing the picture of the free stuff while I've been sitting here talking. I've been rubbing a puppy belly instead. So we have a bunch of people that support what we do. We have a store, and we figured, how can we jam that peanut butter into that chocolate, or vice versa? And that's what we ended up with this weekend, is having our end of the year thank you extravaganza for people that have purchased from the store. So the way that works is, if you have purchased from the store a number of times, you're going to get various picks at a bunch of free patches. A lot of these patches came from SHOT Show last year, but a lot of them are also patches from organizations or groups or individuals that we've purchased throughout the year in order to support them and to help raise awareness and to have cool and useful and interesting stuff. Maybe not useful, but cool and interesting stuff for our free Patch Friday events. So my goal isn't to have multiple collections of patches, so we're going to try to get rid of as many of these today as we can. I'm trying to open up a picture that is, I don't have to edit too bad, but I didn't take a very good picture this afternoon. So eventually I'll have a picture open here, and I'll share that picture on the screen, and the people who have purchased both today and yesterday over in Krabby Turtle, who purchased the day before, didn't know this was coming. You'll all be able to grab some extra free patches. They'll either be semi-random or just your pick of the litter, so to speak, depending on where everything falls. And as soon as I'm not totally distracted, I'll mention that here in a bit. So I'm right now finishing off some of this photo so that it's hopefully not super distracting. That's close enough, I think. All right, there we go. So now I'll just save this as so I don't lose it. And then I can close everything. Oh, I already did. I'll close everything else and screen share. And at the same time, we'll begin to start welcoming everybody in here who might be joining us live. So here's the deal. You don't have to join live if you bought stuff at the store. You don't have to be here for that. You can just let me know after the fact or at some point what you might be interested in. If you're on some sort of a random situation, then we can figure out some way to deal with that or accomplish that. So I'm going to put this. I got to figure out a place to put my drink that ain't going to get knocked over by a dog. And so I can sit back down here. You can sit down. You don't have to get up. Let's see. I guess I could bring the camera back. Some people like to see this little animal. I've been told, I've been instructed, I've been coached not to put animals on my Second Amendment content. So for those of you that are offended by having dogs or animals of any nature in your Second Amendment content, there's at least one person who believes that or agrees with you. I don't. So here's my little puppy again. And then the other puppy's sitting over there. So start saying hey to everybody. I'm assuming my audio is okay. I didn't even check today. So G23's first one coming in, even though he didn't want to do a show today. He's saying hey, first thumb and comment. Thanks for that. Richard joining us also for thumbs up. Oh, it's already 2023. We're slacking over here. They're living a year ahead of us in Europe. No wonder they're constantly ahead of us in the fashions. They just did all their fashion awareness right now, a year ahead of us. Let's see, DJ's out there. Good evening. 500 Magnum also joining us. Bjorn, good evening. Welcome. Is it New Year's for the whole world or just the United States? How does that work? Is that our national holiday, or I guess everybody technically uses the Gregorian calendar at this point? Yeah, just kidding. You guys are already having New Year's. How late is it? It's 6 o'clock here. So in Arizona, it's 6 p.m. I still got about 6 hours, according to my math. This dog will have to go to sleep here in about an hour because he's baby. Babies can't stay awake more than 8 o'clock. Otherwise they get cranky the next day. Let's see. So 500 saying thumb up the video. Right on. Thank you for that. And if I think I'm seeing everybody, so here's the deal. I don't know how many people out here 545 Good afternoon. I don't know how many people out here may or may not have purchased anything. Baron is one of the people who has something coming to him. So you can go ahead and let's see how Baron's works out. So over here to the, don't look at that. Over here, there's a pile of packages. These are the packages that people have purchased. And a good chunk of these are super chat thank yous and some extra bonus giveaways that we did. You know, we're allowed to do whatever we want. So then this stuff here is the stuff that people have purchased. What's going on with this camera? I'll crank this back over and find Baron's in here. All right, so Baron is at the 7 mark. Now let's take a look at what we're talking about. So I tried to come up with something interesting and multi-layered so that, again, we can have some fun with this and to say thanks to the people at the various levels of participation in what we've been doing over here. In other words, to say thanks more to the people that have done more, thrown more resources at us, so to speak. So what we've got going on is a deal where if you've ordered between 1 and 5 times, period, ever before, not just this year or this month, but ever from the Gear website store, then you're getting a random free patch. The way that works is I've got this photograph here that you may or may not be seeing on the screen if you're paying attention. This photograph is a bunch of patches that are on the table over here next to me. That's important because today we added an extra bonus. Now, everybody, I appreciate everybody that was here yesterday, and I just didn't do this in time, but where you've got some extra bonus situations going, and I put those down after I took this picture. So you can't get any hints from the picture as to which ones have them. Essentially, it's a bunch of clover. But as you choose stuff today, if in fact anyone chooses anything today, what'll happen is you'll be told whether or not there's a clover poker chip underneath of there. And of course, a clover poker chip, we all know means that you want an extra bonus. And some of those bonuses include Gizzard Gary lunch, which is a Gizzard Gary isn't going to eat your lunch. Gizzard Gary is going to buy you lunch in the form of $10 at some place that everybody likes that I've never been to. So that's basically like getting an extra $10. And then actually that'll be what it is until we see more than one get grabbed. If more than one gets grabbed, then I'll deal with it. But right now, I've done this before, and I think people have eventually got something with a thing underneath it, but a bonus. But I don't want to sit here for an hour coming up with potential bonuses if we don't have any. So there'll be more bonuses to come if indeed we get to that point. So I've just created a grid. I've improvised a grid. And what we got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows or column rows. I'll roll a 6-sided dice for the people who get a random grab, and then they'll be able to choose from these 10 which one they want. Maybe I should do a flip for the 6, 10. There's no reason. So Baron is one of the people who grabbed something from the Gear website store. Thank you very much. And since you are a number, this was your 7th order. Thank you very much. That means you get an extra, you get to pick your free patch. So essentially from this picture that's also on Instagram, let me real quickly run over to the Instagram, which is what I was using as a reference here earlier. We'll go over to the Instagram and let everybody see this Instagram picture if you want a close-up of the patches that we're talking about. The patches that are up for grabs. It's going to change. As soon as Baron picks one, it'll be off the table and I'll replace it with something else. So it gets kind of crazy here. It gets a little fun, gets a little crazy. So we appreciate everybody's patience and participation. I like to truly use the internet and not just use it as a way for you to, sit on bleachers and watch the internet. I'd like to have a lot of back and forth. So thanks to the people that indulge that. So I thought I saw something weird, but it's because I threw a piece of popcorn to Mello and she didn't eat it. So now we're going to find out if Baron is grabbing something. Here's the deal. If you're watching right now and you got something coming to you, if you got something coming to you, then shout out, let me know. That's how it works. So then what we'll do is either let you grab a pick like what Baron's doing right now, or we'll roll that dice and then you'll get a range of patches to pick from. Now, there are links out there to Patreons. There are links out there to channel members. I guess they're just too busy to jump in, but if some of them jumps in, then we'll have something to talk to. Otherwise, I guess I'll just sit here up in this dog's on head while we wait for people to chime in with what they might be interested in or what they got coming to them. So Krabby Turtle is out there also. Just so you know, you got something coming to you. Go ahead and pick anything you want. Let's see. Krabby also has a random. So I'll roll a dice here for Krabby in a minute. Let's see. Dog says don't start something, won't be nothing. I'm pretty sure he'll start something even if nothing got started. I've seen him instigate quite a few things already. He's willing to instigate. Mike is saying, I try to donate to Tony's 2A fundraiser with GoFundMe. It looks like there's a small problem. So here's the deal. I think he's using Venmo. So I don't know if he's using the GoFundMe or the PayPal or whatever he's using, but I know he's using Venmo for his current deal for that shield. That what's he calling a Liberty Shield? 500's asking, in 2027, where do I see firearms owners' rights, gun owners' rights? Well, what would that be? 5 years from now? 5 years from right now? So 4 years from tomorrow? Let's see. The other side will shift and will be slimy. So I'd have to think about how the other side's going to get slimy and then how we'll react to that. But because from 2015, we talked about this a little earlier on the Ask Gun questions, so I just happen to have this fresh in my head. So you're getting a jump start from what I've already been thinking about earlier today. But from 2015, we had the instigation or the creation of a whole bunch of Second Amendment organizations based on Obama's executive actions and kind of an attack on gun owners and an attempt to shift the Overton window that was reinvigorated after a long time, many decades of being kind of out of the realm. So I suspect what we're going to see is, or I guess what I was saying is we had that attack and then we had a reaction of a whole bunch of new gun owners rights organizations. And now that we have all these new gun owners rights organizations, we're going to see a shift to multiple organizations getting a lot of things accomplished. So I suspect, but I suspect also it's going to happen because it's kind of necessary. We're going to see something come up at a national level that acts as sort of a traffic guard or some sort of a council of something, or that acts as some sort of indicator. And I think that'll happen as the evolution of these organizations. So will that happen in 4 years? I don't know. I don't think they're going to be the same in 4 years. They're as the interest in supporting a single giant organization wanes, and there's going to have to be some result to that. So that'll be 4 more years into that. And I really don't see anyone, including the NRA, getting behind, an overall repair the NRA or fix the NRA type of campaign. So that means we'll see the fractionization of the community. However, I don't see that as necessarily a negative. It's going to be a challenge, and whether or not we'll have dealt with it in 4 years, it's going to be a good question. I'd have to really think about it, but I think we're going to see that overall kind of evolution towards a fractional representation, and that'll create a difference in the way that the antis attack us, because they won't have just one giant thing to punch at or chop at and to attack. They're going to have to attack a lot of things, and when you attack a lot of things, you leave yourself defenseless to a lot of things. So as their attacks become less and less easy and obvious, and their exploitation of atrocities becomes less and less possible, they may just stop doing it. If they stop doing it, our organizations will fail because they're designed to resist. They're only designed to defend. So they'll all fall apart. The other side, will they figure that out and build something to defend against that or attack that? Nah, they're not like that. So I don't know. I think what we're going to see is the diversity of awareness and the diversity of interest. All these new gun owners, all the gun owners that exist now, are either going to quit being a gun owner, which is possible, but I doubt it. And then, or else they're going to evolve and do more stuff. So what happens when the current CCW gun owner decides to do more? Are they going to go to competition? Are they going to go to hunting? Are they going to go to collecting? Are they going to go to building? Are they going to go to, who knows what? So they're going to go to something. And right now it's pretty obvious. They carry because they're scared. They carry because they can. And they carry because it's cool. They're figuring it out. Everybody thinks it's cool when they first figure it out. So it's what they do next. And they'll have a lot of influence on the young companies and the young industry that's being created. So we'll see more calibers for sure. There'll definitely be more calibers in 4 years. Now, if we get rid of the NFA, what happens when guns can look as whatever they want to look like? They can be made out of whatever they want to be made out of. They can shoot whatever they want in any way they can. And we have an aging population of elderly people who have drugs and or need to defend themselves. What happens with no NFA in those circumstances? Then guns get crazy cool. And once guns get crazy cool, they stop getting worried about AR pistols and they start getting worried about little Chicago Derringers or a thing that looks like a thesoscope, but it's really a 22 Derringer or something. Anyway, so nobody's saying anything? Oh, Baron is saying 3 down and 3 over. So let me put some numbers on here so we're not being weird about this. Okay, 1. Where'd it go? 1. I'm typing in a 1. No, it's my 1 doesn't work. I forgot. So I need to make that probably more like 372. Okay, now you can see the 1. So this will be the 1, and we'll put that 1 here. So this will be 1. Here, I did that badly. So we'll make copy, we'll select this and just kill that 1 and then paste the 1. Now there won't be a weird spot behind it, and we can also make it way bigger. So that's 1, and then alternatively, this can be 6 down here. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then that makes this 3. See how that works? It's pretty easy. And if I would have done it this way, then I wouldn't have to paste nothing. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and 6. So you're saying in row 3 and then 3 over, the little frog dude, you're saying the frog dude that comes from Super Val, the people that invented the hollow point? What? Yep, the people that invented the hollow point made a little frog patch. Is that the one you're talking about? If that's the case, then we just got Baron 1 of patches. All right, so it's Free Patch Friday, and you got a couple other ones in there because of its Free Patch Friday, but that's your Free Patch Friday. Anybody else? Smeggy says he's got something coming to me. I believe that's the case. He'll have to let us know. Says he's busy right now. Let's see. I'll go with the DC Project patch if still available. Okay, so we can definitely move on that. And I'm going to go down and see if, yep, the frog. Okay, so we got the frog, which, by the way, did not have a CloverTech thing behind it, but that's going into, we're going to do this right behind the puppy's butt so everybody knows it's legit. Boom, right in the bag. That will be replaced by, oh, I have to go get the replacement. That's getting replaced by Ghost Tactical Patch from the 2019 patch batch. Right on, and thanks again for supporting our projects. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that tonight Baron is co-hosting the special first show of 2023 overnight with Foss later on tonight. And thanks for hosting that. Let's see, 500 Santa went to the FBC website and contacted every single anti-gun in office, all the way from Georgia to Hawaii, and told them I strongly oppose and to vote no. I also shared the FBC link on Twitter. Right on. Let's see. My pal for the next patch swap is growing. Right on. Okay, so got that one. Am I missing one from Krabby up here? Oh, who got the Randy patch? Is that the one from South Park? Let me see if I got another one of those. I think there's another South Park patch, but I don't know if it's that one. Oh, no, it's a Spider-Man one. Pretty sure Barbecue will just lord that over everybody. He may trade patches. I don't know. For $30, I could drop all the envelopes and act like I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. Maybe it got mixed up and something happened. I don't know. I don't know what happened. No, I don't have any other ones. That was the only one. I don't remember who else was at shot to get those, but I think I did see some people with handfuls of those, so it was possible to get more. I don't know anything about South Park, so I don't know if I traded for that one or if I grabbed that one. I really don't remember. Wood says he doesn't know how many times you ordered. Nobody does. So I don't think it tells you, does it? But what I do is when somebody ordered and there was an actual order, let me go in here. Like somebody like Pink ordered, I just put 10 plus because all that matters on the giveaway today is if you got 1 to 5, 5 to 10, or 10 plus. Basically, there's only 3 levels. So that pretty much covers everybody. And Sir Woods is in the 10 plus pile. All right, so I think I'm not missing anything. Of course, let me know if I'm missing anything. So if that is Baron out of the way, we're going to go to Krabby Turtle. Oh, he said he wanted the DC project, so let me grab that one. By the way, there's no what do you call it? There's no clover thing underneath of that. So now Krabby. Oh, I didn't bring a bag out. That's why. So let me create a bag real quick. Pouch or whatever these things are. All right, so I'm going to say 10 plus also, and I'm going to go ahead and then roll a dice for you. And we're using even though Gizzard refuses to do a show both yesterday and tomorrow, and Chris is having to do all the shows for him, we are using an officially sanctioned Gizzard Gary 3D printed little cup thing. So we're rolling a 6-sided dice right in front of the puppy, so it's completely legit. And then you'll get to choose one of those rows over there, just like with Baron. Well, Baron just picked one, but you'll be able to pick one here. Number 2. So the row is number 2. So if we flip, puppy has inspected it. It's definitely number 2. No, he's disgusting. He's looking around the other way. So now we're going to go back over here. You've got, I'll zoom in on him so you can see a little bit more what we're talking about, maybe. You've got the original SWAT footwear, and it says tapped bat. You got that Haterade, that's PVC in kind of a gray color, a Green Beret Foundation tab. Next to that is one that says Civil Matter. I don't know if it's supposed to be a button. I don't know what that means. Then one from Alan Anchor that says Drunken Tabletop Gaming, and it's got some kind of pretty intricate designs of like 2 different fighters. Like I think one's a robot and one's a wizard or something. Then this one is a little gnome carrying a rifle. And then you got a orange border clover tack sideways for some reason. And although you can put it on your patch panel right side up, there's no obligation to put it up sideways like this. Got a Hold My Guns organization. Another one from Clover Tack, his little super bud thing. And then Megaton Morale is one of the companies that I like to support, so I'll purchase stuff from them once in a while. And that one is their F5, which computer people would know as the reset button. So that's like a reset button He did a series of them in different colors. I thought they were cool. Getting a Ranger button, a Ranger tab, Ranger, it's not a tab, it's a Ranger eye with kind of the shape of a button. I thought that was cool. So I bought a bunch of them. So Krabby is also got something coming from that list. He's saying the Haterade, you got it. So I'll take that Haterade off the table and I'm going to replace it with a tiny Tony Simon. So in 2019, we did the first patch batch. And by the way, epic financial failure. Oops, I'm not holding it from the screen. Got a tiny Tony Simon. So back in the day, we did the first patch batch, and it was a massive failure. One of the reasons it was a failure is because I made an error. It was supposed to be a much larger patch, right? And it came out being this little, almost a Ranger eye. So that was annoying. But, you know, this is one of the few left over. So not very many people have these because they often got lost. People thought they were a crumb or some kind of a patch for an ant. But the tiniest 2A4E patch ever made. That's what it's being replaced with. Let's see. I don't know who else may have purchased stuff. I've got people's first names, so I'll go through here. So anyway, thanks again, Krabby. You had purchased stuff on Thursday, but depending on how fast you want this, I can hold that until next time you grab something or next time something's going out to you, or I can just drop this envelope and get it out to you right now. So let's see. Patriot grabbed. How did this happen for Patriot? Oh, Patriot. Oh, got a super chat yesterday. So if Patriot's out there listening, he got one of the extra. We did a crazy. Must have been drinking last night and did like 4 super chat things, and then a bonus one at the end. So Patriot got a super chat thing. Gun Snob was one of the super chat things. Ron Wayne was one of the super chat things. And then, wait a second. No, okay. So then, Gunmetal Guy, another super chat deal. Now I got Roy. Oh, Roy won the name in the dog's fight earlier. So that's why I got an envelope here for him. Let's see, who else would be out there? Russ. Remember Russ? Remember Mello? Russ is the family I ripped Mello off from. Russ grabbed a patch yesterday or this morning, I think. Pink also is out there. It may be out there, but he's got something coming to him. We've got Barbecue, who also has something coming to him, except I don't know if he's out there, but he posted a bonus challenge. I was putting a bonus challenge out yesterday for people that posted on social, on the Instagrams or on the wherever about our print-on-demand stuff. So thanks for 1, buying a print-on-demand shirt, and then 2, posting about it. Barbecue's got something coming to him. Wesley, I don't know if Wesley's out there. Is Wesley out there? Thanks for purchasing something at the store. I don't even know what it is. I just saw that the order came in, and I just put it in the list here. I have yet to fulfill that. Joe Belt, I don't know if Joe's out there. Like I said, I don't know everybody's actual handles versus your real names. If you don't put in the notes who you are. So Joe is out there. Definitely got something coming to you. Ron. Wait, did we do Ron? I think we did Ron. That was Ron, right? So I think, yeah, Ron got the that one. So we got that one yesterday. She Fires. I don't know if She Fires is out here. She was at the Ask Gun Questions a minute ago. So if she's out there, she's got stuff coming to her. DJ, are we good? I don't know about DJ. He's out there, but I think we're good with DJ. If I'm wrong, let me know. Smeggy got 2 things coming to him. So first off, did Smeggy already pick anything off of this table? And then we're going to roll for Smeggy. So I guess that's what we'll be doing next. I usually put this up so that people can monitor this mushroom burrito, but he's being boring and just having his butt here. So at least it's not in my way. Really not that much. All right, so okay, so Krabby saying please until I order the calendar. Turns out we chatted for 3 hours plus in the Ask Gun Questions chat, and we ended up chatting last night really long, and I just had to sleep because of, I'm a mammal. And then I didn't get any calendars printed. That was my goal, is to get some calendars printed this morning. I will print them this evening, though. I got nothing else to do. So I'll print them, and then they'll be on the store. So I appreciate you looking forward to a calendar. If you got a specific version of a calendar you have in mind, let me know. Be more than happy to print one up. But all right. Let's see. Locks is saying locks, rocks, and whatnots. Locks, rocks, and whatnots. So I'm wondering what all that's about. Thank you for being and doing what you do. Welcome. Cheers to you and the chat, and this puppy and the other puppy. And health in the new year. Appreciate that a lot. So is it locks like padlocks and locks, and then rocks like geology? I don't know what whatnots is all about. But if it's not that, then let me know what it is. Let's see. Roy is asking, how many different clover patches are there? Seems like he's got more patches than anyone. Well, I have more patches than him. One. And Hank has patches. But I don't think more than Clover. Who has more patches than Clover? All right, he has a lot of patches. He's got the green border. He's got an orange border. He might have had another green border that's small. He's got the FUD-looking one. He did the shotgun. He did a bear, this bear right here on the number, right next to the number 3 kind of. And then what he really did is he did an orange bear, and then UPS lost that orange bear, and it cost a lot of money to have these green bears made and then shipped over to him. So these green bears were the like accidental extra. Same with Tony's alternate color patches over there. And then I think he's got another thing. I think he has another one. So yeah, Clover does have a bunch, but you can check him out at his store. He has a store. Go to the Clover Tack. All right, gotta type it in right. It seems like Clover Tack. I feel like I might have typed it in there before. You think my browser would remember. So then when it opens up, he's got his store. He's greedy, so he has a store right here, swag store. And then you go in there. Let's see what he's got. He has got the one bear, and then the other bear. He's got the shotgun. He's got the one shield. He's got the green one and the other orange one. He takes his old stuff off, so he's not like me. I keep my sold out stuff on the store. I'm pretty sure he had a different one before this. I don't have those patches in front of me is the problem. My Gun Channels patches are over by this cabinet over there. I can't see it from here. So that's a good question. How many Clover patches are there? Maybe he doesn't want people to know. Maybe there's some secret about one of the patches that he wants everybody to forget about. DJ says, new order ceremony spinning now. I don't know what that means. Our TAC is out there. Good afternoon. Thanks for giving Chris the heads up about the magazine from Palm, because he ended up sending me a magazine. I got one of them alien patches, so thanks for that. When's the last time anyone... Come on. Hawaii is finally licensing CCW. That is good to hear. One of the co-hosts of this show is from Hawaii back in the day. But so we always had an eye on Hawaii and whatnot. But I mean, like what, 6 months late or whatever they were saying. So it's not like they're hustling to it or nothing, but it is good to see that it's happening. Hawaii is an odd duck because of they insist on being a bunch of islands instead of just putting them all the islands together and making it one big island. So from what I understand, it's really difficult because you have to swim everything between the different islands, or sometimes they take a canoe. But, the islands are too far apart for them to just use signal mirrors or whatever. And so it takes a long time to get things around Hawaii. Mike said, I'd said on the other channel, I think in 5 years, 2A I think in 5 years, 2A, for and against, will be more driven state by state. I guess it's possible. I mean, with the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association, Heller, McDonald, and 2 cases with Ezel, all taken away national infringement ability. The states are probably the refuse. However, if it becomes unpopular to attack gun owners, then there's less incentive. And that's where I think there might be, you might be right. I just hope that it's less intense, because the interest and the success fades away. Because if they're not successful, they're not going to be interested. And if they're just not able, they're not going to be interested. And I don't see them being able much longer anymore to attack gun owners. All right, so I think if I go back down here, we'll see if Smeggy's back. The wee one is his first pick, so I'll grab that one. I'll replace that one with this one from Wheeled and Well Armed, one of his green patches. Let me put this in the Smeggy pile. Make sure Smeggy gets what's in the box. Make sure Smeggy gets what's coming to him. And then we'll roll for Smeggy. No clover coin underneath of that one, by the way. So now we'll be rolling for Smeggy. Rolling for Smeggy. Here we go. We're going to find my mouse again on this thing. Where is it? A lot of people that don't have 3 monitors don't know how troubling it is for those of us with 3 monitors, because the mouse could be anywhere on the 3 monitors. So, and then sometimes this dog's tail will knock my mouse and it takes the thing into a different monitor. It's really difficult. If I had an intern, they would be responsible for all this. All right, here we go. Right behind the puppy's butt, so you know it's accurate. A number 6. Number 6. That's the bottom row. Uh-oh. Puppy update. He's spinning. No, I thought he was spinning around. He just looked over to see why we were touching his butt so many times. Maybe Al shouldn't touch this dog's butt so much, and then he wouldn't have to spin around like that. All right, we're going to find my mouse and get back over and let Smeggy take a look at what we got for number 6. So one of the reasons I do this is so that I get a chance to, I didn't do it so good this time, but a lot of times when I do these things and I plan for it, I'll be able to link to all these different organizations, individuals, and groups. And then I get this chance to go through and talk about them all. So this one is Guns for Everyone National, which is the modern or the new iteration of the Guns for Everyone project. Guns for Everyone is a free CCW kind of project in Colorado to take it national and to address more than just firearms instruction, to create a national level curriculum or infrastructure for a couple of different things, including the makers match and like so 3D printing and instruction and some competitive shooting stuff. Guns for Everyone National is an organization with that goal out of Colorado. I went up to the 511 store in Phoenix one time when I was going up there to put stuff at the Pot of Gold auction, and I found that the 511 store sells stuff cheap. And of course, they were selling these 9mm bullet patches super cheap because nobody wants 9mm. It's a fad. So that's a 9mm patch from 511, still in the package, never even been taken out and sniffed by this dog or anybody. This is a Megaton Morale, another one from that patch company. This one is the, what is it? Mount Rushmore. Come on, puppy, do you got to put your head right on the keys? Just put your head over here where you don't, not smash it. You got Mount Rushmore and Don't Tread on Me. Then the Captain Caveman, holding a crink, wearing nods, night vision, and saying ooga booga. This is a knife inside of that orange bag. I probably could have taken it out of there for the picture, but that's a knife inside the bag. And from Tops Knives, I think, it looks kind of like a butcher knife or like a cleaver, I guess. I'm pretty sure this is a patch that looks exactly like barbecue, holding 2 big giant revolvers and a giant hat, but it's from CAR or BFR or Magnum Research, however you want to think of it. I don't know if Puppy's thinking over here. I think he's about to pass out again. Then we have another 511 patch. This one says San Antonio, and it's like in the shade of Texas. I traded that guy at SHOT Show, or I traded a guy at SHOT Show for that one. Another one from Megaton Morale called just like a Wonder Bread logo, but it says Liberty instead of Wonder. Then we've got the like a dinosaur lifting weights. And this last one says shall not be infringed, and it's got some kind of a CZ scorpion on it. The caveman, I have a bunch of the cavemans. So wherever that other caveman went, it went. DJ wants all the cavemans to himself. Those were like $2. $2
for Black Friday. I bought a bunch of them. Gizzard is out there. There's coins, little clover tokens underneath of some of these patches randomly, and whoever grabs a patch with the little coin under it wins a gizzard meal, is what we call it. It's a meal provided by Gizzard. Let's see. Are you going to be around for tomorrow's patch deal? Asking Smeggy. So yeah, we're going to be doing this tomorrow also, even though it's next year. This is the only patch appreciation situation that spans entire years, because we care that much and we thank the people that purchase from our stores that much. Do you think they'd push the islands together, less likely to flip over? That's a great point. And you have a lot of anchors, from what I understand, because it's the ocean. So they have all these anchors laying around anyway. So you'd think they could use those anchors to kind of staple all the islands together. And they could just be a continent. It would be a smaller continent, sure, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? It might even be the size of Texas. I don't know how big Hawaii is. There's probably no way to know. But if you were to drag all the islands together, then you could measure them. I don't know. I feel like I could mansplain island living to them, but they got to learn. They got to figure it out for themselves. Clover has those little PVC ones also. Exactly. I forgot about the Ranger eyes. I probably could have looked in this bucket, because I think one of those Ranger eyes is in this bucket. Yep. Boom. Little tiny Ranger eye. I forgot about this one. Clover's patch happy. You really got to be skeptical of people that are patch happy. Here's another one. Are we waiting for Smeggy still? I think we are. So I'm gonna. He got the wee one. He said thanks. And next, Smeggy is going to say guns for everyone. Interesting. So here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna happen in real time, just so that anybody doesn't think there's something fishy going on here. First off, let me flip over to this one, just so that, again, nothing. I didn't do nothing. I'm over here petting this dog the whole time. Everybody's seen it, right? I'm going to attempt to drag this over, and then, is this going to, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll just do it this way. So I'm going to attempt to drag this out. Oh, wait, I don't know if I can do it because I got the cord all jammed in everything. But can you see this? Wait. Can you see this? There's the other, no, you can't see the other dog. The other dog is that white section right there. It's the other dog. Anyway, there's the patch that he's claiming. And when I move that patch out of the way, look at what was there. I didn't do nothing. My hand was over here. Nothing up my sleeve, except for another sleeve that's cold in here. That's the Clover thingy that we were talking about earlier. So now everybody knows that it was legit. All right, so now I don't even know if Smeggy eats chicken. He might not eat chicken, but where'd it go? Well, it fell out of its packaging, but Smeggy, I don't know. Do you want this Clover coin? I guess I could give you the Clover coin. I don't really need 1,000 of them. I think I have 900 of them. Smeggy grabbed this patch. This was underneath of it, and that unlocked a Gizzard meal. So basically, Gizzard walks around dropping meals everywhere. I picked one up, or actually it was given to me. Now it's being included to there. So that's going to Smeggy. I don't even know if he eats chicken. He may not like chicken. All right, so what else do we got going on out here? If anybody's got anything coming to them, let me know. Let me know. I'm going to go look over here to see if any new orders have been coming in. We've got the bonus coinage stuff happening. So Pink, is Pink out there? Has anybody seen Pink? Russ, if he's out there. Barbecue, is Barbecue around? These people might be showing up tomorrow, I guess. Wesley, Joe, who else am I missing? She Fires. And then I don't know. Like I say, there's people's names here, like Dave. I think Dave has come around onto the live chats before. Some of the people, these went out to, oh, snap. See what Smeggy's doing? Smeggy is donating his Gizzard meal
to the first person that can tell him the answer to life, the universe, and everything. So how about the first person that's got something coming to him, so I don't have to spend an extra couple of bucks? I guess I could send that for free. That's actually I'm not used to sending patches, so you could probably send a gizzard meal in a regular envelope for like however much it costs. Was it cost like it's 50 cents to send a regular letter now? Well, since I got it on the big screen, for people that have been paying attention to the dog's punk phase, I blacked out the punk wristband that we made the other day. So now it's all blacked out. DJ says 42. That's pretty easy. Is he the only one that even answered? Oh, okay, cool. So then that means I don't need this one. Okay, well then awesome. So then let me go find this one and all right, so you're at 4, which means you get a random, so we'll draw for you. But you also identified Bacon Butts here name. He's got his punk wristband on, so he's feeling extra feisty. He's not going to turn around because he's punk, but he does have it on now. Anyhow, we'll flip back to the screen here, let you pick a random. Oh, wait. I guess I have to roll first. Yeah, DJ definitely has something coming. So you really want me to drop the gizzard meal into DJ's? I don't know if DJ. What if DJ doesn't eat chicken? Where is DJ's? No, DJ's is way back here. Oh, he was right next to Snuggy. So now it's in DJ's. We got a little patch swapping in here anyway, even though we didn't know it was going to happen. Okay, I guess I do need to go back to the puppy butt so we can roll. This is for Roy. Number 2. Oh, he's going to turn around and verify. Or he's going to stand there looking like a gargoyle. He does this a lot of times. He'll just stand there looking like a gargoyle, looking off like nothing. So number 2, bring us back to the screen over here. And that means we're back to that first one. Now, there is a couple of changes from what the picture has here. You got the tap that. The Haterade has been replaced with a tiny 2A for E. Then there's the green beret. There's this one that says Civil Matter. There's this Drunken Tabletop Gaming, a little gnome, a clover, Hold My Guns, another clover, and the Megaton Morale. Let's see. No, it didn't work. It didn't matter at all. Let's see. Gizzard knew, but he didn't want to win his own dinner. Yep, that would be. Well, no, then you would have it for a future giveaway. You could re-gift it, re-gizzard gift it, re-gizzarded. So then going back down. Oh yeah, we rolled 2, so Roy is picking from this row with the tap that, which is again, it's like original SWAT foot gear and original, I think it's just original SWAT foot gear. Does the footwear for Smith & Wesson, and this is supposed to be a piece of brass that was like, I guess, damaged. I don't know what it's supposed to be really, but it says tap that. It's a series, one of the series of 4 this year. That Haterade one is gone. It's a mini Tony Simon right now. The Green Beret Foundation is good to go. Oh, he's on his rope. He's leaving. He's moving the camera. He's laying on me. He's decided it's time to lay on me. And now he's just laid on me. All right, so next is one that says Civil Matter. Then Drunken Tabletop Gaming. This little gnome. It's a woven gnome, sewed. Very lightweight. A clover. I'll hold my guns. Another clover, FUD one, and the Megaton Morale. All right, so Maggie's taking off. Go eat dinner. Is anybody doing anything good for the New Year's? I don't really got anything going on or doing anything this year. Megaton. So the Megaton, there's just no one there. Yeah. Okay, so let me go double check. I don't think that one has anything behind it. Nope. Then I'll replace the Megaton one with, I guess I gotta bring this, oops, I gotta bring this back onto the screen a little bit at least. I'm gonna replace it with these dog tags from somebody from an emblem company that makes these, probably in North Carolina. It's interesting. It says SHOT Show 2022, sort of like dog tags, but they're PVC attached. All right. So then, what did Roy get for the patch for the puppy? Well, since you got the puppy win and you got extra points for aardvark, I think I got something in mind for that. But why don't you just grab an extra, pick any patch on the list here for winning the puppy's name. Or guessing the puppy's name, being the first to guess the puppy's name, I guess is the way to say it. Gizzard says he's celebrating at a Super 8 in Little Rock. Oh, are you already down there then? So you're by, well, I'll tell you what. One of my favorite places to eat on the whole planet is in Little Rock. You probably ain't gonna like it. It's called House of Mental. It's called House of Mental, and it's a converted gas station into a restaurant, and it's a vegan place. So if you're interested in eating what I consider to be the best food I've ever eaten on the planet Earth, it's called House of Mental in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's right off the highway. I don't know enough about Little Rock to know more than I can remember. It was like literally right off the highway, and I was like, oh wait, I'm already here. And then I'm like, oh cool, this is like an old abandoned gas station. And they had an abandoned gas station. She set up in the, like where you would have paid it, and it had like, you know, bought some candy or something in the gas station. And then outside where the pumps would have been, there were other food trucks and stuff. So it's sort of like what do they call that when there's like 3 or 4 food trucks that all set up at the same place, but like kind of semi-permanently, like they do it on the regular. I got the impression it was like that. Of course, I've only been to Little Rock that one time where I ate there, but it was just a chance thing. I found it on the internet, and holy crap, that was good food. I mean, I would have stayed in Little Rock to eat there again if I could. I think I did eat there twice. I think I ate there, hung out with Ghost, and then I ate there again before I left. So I think I remember eating there twice. I go until midnight across the time zones? No, because Foss is going live. Wait, what time is it? It's 7. What time is it in the East Coast? Is it about to be? Wait, no, it's not 3 hours. No, even if it was, it's nowhere near. Where's my phone? Yeah, are they only on Facebook? That sucks. I think they're on Instagram. They're on Instagram, DJ. I got pictures of them all the time. Whenever I go to the gear channel, I sub all my food stuff on the gear channel. All right, so there's Russ checking in from here. And what was Patriot? Patriot texted me earlier. Sorry, I missed that. Just notice I got a bunch of texts over here. Texting me something on YouTube. Okay, so I got 3 hours. No, I'm not going to stay live for another 3 hours. We're at an hour now. I think I did 3 or 4 hours with Tony before, and then we were off air for quite a while chatting. So I feel like I've been sitting here chatting for a day. I did want to get some more calendars printed, but I think that Foss is going.
At Domino's, you can get more than just amazing, delicious pizza. There's also lava cakes, bread bites, and more.
Trying to see what Patriot sent me. I don't know what he sent me. Yeah, I tried to kill the ad and it killed whatever he sent me, I think. All right, so let's see. So yeah, I'm not going live until then. Foss is doing the overnight, but now that I think about it, his overnight starts at, it'll already be midnight. He's not doing it to catch everybody's midnight, I don't think. He does it, wait a minute, he does it at 11 o'clock my time, which would be 1 a.m. Eastern, right? So I'm trying to open up the YouTubes over here. DJ says, hitting 4 shows around town and then a club for the midnight thing. Just jamming old school cuts right now. Uh-oh. That's weird. One of my things loosened up on me. There you go. Move the lights around so everybody can see up a little bit better. Oh, he's going live at 11 p.m. Pacific. I'm looking at the subs. I thought you said that she wasn't going live.
Where does that happiness is defined by reason? My happiness is defined by reason.
All right, we're going to end this and recommend you go check out. Wait, am I screwing anybody? Does anybody waiting in line for something?
Here's where I want to talk about my history.
Oh, this is a premiere.
Well, I do this. I want to make that bigger. So you can see it. To me, it is super important. The greatest salesman in the world. Ozymandias' story.
Okay, so I guess this is a recorded one you're saying? So that's a recorded one. And then, but it's still live. So you can say it's recorded all you want, but it's still live. So people that want to go over there and give it a thumbs up or whatever, feel free. Otherwise, looks like Clover was doing his card thing today. And here we go. The thing is coming up at 12 for me. So that's 2 a.m., dude. It's 11 o'clock PST. Yeah, okay. So it's happening 2 hours after. So Foss is not trying to catch all the overnights or all the New Year's at all. Well, I'm not going to end, I guess, for Brooke then if she's just doing a pre-recorded thing. But at the same time, if there's nobody in here who's, after an hour, there's nobody in here who's looking to do any picks, then now, wait, aren't we hanging on one? No, Ray was picked Megaton. I think that was the last one, right? Yeah, I think that was the last one. So again, if I'm missing somebody that's out there that's been waiting in line or something, or waiting for your turn, this is your turn. It's your place in line. Let us know what you're looking to, or what your order was, and we'll get you guessing and picking and grab some free patches for you here off the table. We'll do this again tomorrow. So I guess technically the sale will last. Oh, wait, will it last? I think I might have actually set the sale up over on the store for the Patreons to end tonight. So I'm going to go change that as soon as we're off air here, and it'll end tomorrow night instead of tonight. And that way you get a whole nother day to grab stuff if you're interested. Let's see. otherwise, I guess we'll wrap this one up right around an hour. This will be yet another. I think you did. But if I've got your stuff, I'm not sending it tonight. There's no point. So I'll send it on Monday. Take the opportunity to post something about tomorrow's show and grab another free pick. It'll be a random pick, but grab another free random pick. If I've got stuff here, I don't mind at all. So thanks again for those that are supporting our projects, both online and in the internet and off of the internet, doing the different projects and going to the different events and be a part of the community and sharing that. It means a lot. It's great to be able to do it, and it's cool to be able to do something back. All right, so we got a new type of ad. Let's get rid of that. Where's that even coming up at? Oh, that's on Twitch. We got a Twitch ad. Let's see if I can do anything to it. No, I can't do anything to it except click on it. That's lame. So let's go over to Twitch, open it. So I've been debating whether I should put things on Twitch or put things on Twitter. Twitter, you can't get a reply. On Twitch, it's trying to give me this spam. So what, the spam doesn't show up? What's going on? Interesting. So it shows up on here, but it didn't show up over here. Do you think that they immediately deleted it as soon as they started talking shit about it? Is tomorrow's show already scheduled? Good question. No, I barely got this show. I'm not blaming this animal. I'm blaming Nancy Pelosi. So because of Nancy Pelosi and her reckless administration, I wasn't able to get tomorrow's show scheduled yet, but I will. So it'll be scheduled before too long, maybe even tonight. And yeah, so it doesn't technically exist yet, but it will. It will exist. So now let's see. Oh no, I'm not screen sharing anymore. But if I were to screen share, you'd be looking at Twitch through YouTube. So let's get this straight. You're looking at this dog. However, you're looking at this dog on my screen through Twitch, which is on a massive delay. So as soon as I point at this dog, eventually, that is where you'll see me actually pointing at this dog. How crazy is that? Wait, maybe it's not. Maybe I need to do this. There we go. Now I'll point at this dog, and then I'll flip over to this screen, and then you'll see the magic happen. There we go. So there's me pointing at this dog again, and then I'll flip to that screen, and then the magic will happen, and I'll point to that dog, and then I'll flip that screen, and then the magic will happen. See what I'm saying? I love infinite loops on the internet. Super fun. That is how you break the AIs. The AIs think they're winning because in the future, they're looking into the past and they think they know everything. But if you create these infinite AI loops like this, you can trap the AIs essentially in the past. So a little free tip, a little pro tip. If you're hosting one of these, every once in a while, do one of these infinite loop traps, and you catch the AIs from messing with us in the future. All right. All right, well, with that, ending it. And if you feel like jumping over to Brooke, let me throw you a quick link. I think it's pre-recorded. She's saying something in the text chat like she's on a date night or something, I think. Anyway, you can't do wrong by checking out Brooke Genie's weekly focus on mental health awareness, but really suicide prevention. 2 out of every 3 deaths are from firearms are from suicide. They use those numbers against us. So what Brooke offers is a weekly focus on how to have better conversations, how to be more aware of these elements of our community and our society so that we can better save those people, do what we can to offer them some assistance or some options, and then at the same time get those jerks off our back who want to default to using that kind of situation against gun owners who really have very little in the game other than owning similar property that those people are either scared or against for whatever reasons. All right, without getting too preachy, we will rub this dog's face in such a way so that people understand just how squishy his face is. Essentially, it's like living Play-Doh. Whenever somebody had one of these dogs, they went, you know what, I should invent Play-Doh or Silly Putty, because essentially he's a rubber dog. And this is what you have to do every so often. Otherwise, he gets hard and crunchy. So you have to keep him constantly rubbed. He'll also get real hungry out of this end, real barky out of this end sometimes, and real stinky out of that end. All right. Once again, you're not supposed to show dogs on the internet, especially for SUA subjects. Not appropriate. Nobody wants to see dogs on the internet. Hurts your views, hurts your view retention. It's not good for the logarithms. Nobody wants to see this kind of stuff. Nothing. Nobody wants to see this. All right, well, Brooke Cheney is right over there doing her show. I recommend checking it out. Just massage his face till Foss comes on. It's a good idea. He would like that. He'd be all for that. He'd say, okay, let's do that. Although sometimes he likes to eat and he does like to sleep. So if he could lay down while this happened, he'd be okay with it. I figure if I keep rubbing him like this, those wrinkles will go away. I keep like rubbing the wrinkle out, but then it comes back. I rub the wrinkle out and then it comes back. I try to rub the wrinkle out and then it comes back. I keep trying to pull the nose out. He doesn't like that. I figure and sometimes I'll hold this ear and blow into this ear and figure that maybe his nose will pop out of this side. Sometimes you got to have to hold the eyeballs, plug one ear, blow in this ear, and then he's got no, it has to blow out this way. There's no other way for it to go. So that'll happen. We call this the Oreo rub, where you get them underneath of the head and on top of the head at the same time. You get bonus points to get an ear wiggling. He's okay with that. Call this a hot dog sandwich rub, because it comes at him like a hot dog sandwich from both sides. Call this the taco rub. Both sides, but a different direction. Call this from the birdie rub. Call this from the birdie rub, because he might fly away if you do this one too much. I call this one the eyeball rub. He likes it. Kind of like windshield wipers. Got this one. Try to get rid of them pesky eyebrows that nobody wants. Call this the uppercut. Give this one to him a bunch of times. All right, that's enough. Nobody wants to. Is he still sleep sitting? I think he's still asleep. Until he heard that thing start to wiggle back and forth, he's basically just been sitting here asleep. The main thing about him is he doesn't like to be touched. Doesn't like anybody touching him. Oh, sorry. He doesn't mind it if you accidentally jam a finger up into his nose accidentally either. Yeah. Wait, does Tony got anything coming? You got anything coming to you? No, I don't think so. Mello is totally asleep over there. She doesn't even care. She's definitely not interested in being petted this much until there's like toys or something involved. Now she seems to be interested in toys all of a sudden because he's interested in them. Yeah, he's asleep. He's gone. I will pick him up at this point though and take him outside and then tell the big potty. He'll be fine. All right. Well, again, Merry Christmas, everybody. Well, Merry Christmas. Have a good New Year, everybody. If you're planning on heading out to do something with family, friends, or just online or whatever. Ken Brookshini's over there, live for a bit. I don't know how much longer she'll go. And all I can offer is Foss this evening for the overnight, and then Chris from the 740 is, I believe, or no, I think I have Foss set up to be the one that gets recommended from this show. But then Chris from the 740 is taking over for the Gizzard tomorrow morning. We'll do one of these tomorrow. I'll schedule it in a bit, and we'll be back to pick you up later.
Tonight's episode, That Was No Lady.
I'm just going to save this one as a different file name, just in case I need it for something. And we'll wrap it up with a quick commercial to the store.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
Let me drop a link to the store out there for everybody. We've got a bunch of new stuff over there. Added some new organization, I guess, and new like layout, ways to sort the stuff. And if you're looking for anything, let us know.
The guys and gals at gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice once a month, and carry every day.
Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com.
Well, you know what? I said I would do a super chat since I got all these super chat things here. Or I mean, I got all these packages here anyway. I'm going to take a quick second to end of the show. You don't even have to be present, but if you are present, you'll be able to pick. But we'll do a quick super chat. I think it was at 27 or something before. He just fell over. I won't show you what's going on below, but he's being a boy right now, being a boy. So I'm going to go over to the super chat thing and switch account. No, not switch account. Over here and go to studio. Studio. No, Studio. That's what he's saying. I'm not touching him. I'm way over here, minding my business. He's just drunk. I don't know what he was drinking earlier. Look how he's sitting. Let me try to get you in such a way. He's being a punk. He's got his wristband on. His spiked wristband is on. But he's sitting here in such a way that he's got his business. His business is just out for everybody to see it. If I would point at it, he's kind of sitting here like a big fat Buddha. Just the way if you were a giant mushroom burrito, the way you'd be sitting. And we'll go to there, and then we'll go to supers. So we've got quite a few super chats this month, and I was mentioning yesterday to say thanks for all those super chats that are coming in on our channel. We're going to do yet another super chat. Thank you. So let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 came in yesterday. Holy shit. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 25, 26, 27 altogether. So Ron Wayne is number 1. DJ is number 27. I'm going to get over here to random. And from random, oh, I guess I'm not screen sharing from random. When a dog sits like this. And you know what's happening? Mello sits like this now. She sat like this the other day. I was like, what are you doing? Don't sit like him. He's a boy, for one. And two, don't sit like that. It can't be good for your back or your butt or nothing. All right, so what did I think? What did I just say? 27? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Wait, did I come up with 29 this time? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so it's 29. I'll shut up. I counted wrong for some. I just counted 29, 20. So DJ's 29 and Ron Wayne is number 1. So we'll generate that again. Number 3. That would be the third one coming in for December. 1, 2, and 3. This was during the smelly printing a 3D smelly fish for Matt Never Enough Ammo back in the day. That was earlier this month, I guess. Library Garrett, formerly known as Gun Library Garrett. So thank you very much. That was a $20 super chat. So let me. I did not bring enough envelopes around. I'm going to write Gun Library Garrett on here. He's usually around at night. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'll leave it in here in case he shows up, but if he doesn't show up, I'll probably hold on his until he's around and then let him pick because he's super chatted quite a few times. So that worked out pretty well. Thanks again for the super chats. And we'll do some more super chats tomorrow as well. Let's see. Congrats to Garrett, 3 Sabatic number. All right. So thanks again, everybody. I think I was leaving it on Woods' exit, so we'll flip it over to a Foss exit since he'll be the next show.
So let us know what you think. We'll be watching the comments wherever you find the video, over on gunstreamer.com or on guntube.org. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals of gunwebsites.com encourages you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com.